So welcome back to some more Pokemon Emerald, where last time we made our way through Route 114 and reached Meteor Falls, in which case we saw a confrontation between Team Magma, Team Aqua, and Professor Cosmo. Then we made our way up to Mount Chimney to go and confront Team Magma and get that meteorite back. And this time, we are at the top of Mount Chimney to go and do such as that. I think I'm gonna stick with Nebula in the front. Yeah, I think so. If they expand the land, there will be less habitats for water Pokemon. We're going to keep making more land. Arf, arf, yes. They're a bunch of Poochyienas. So there's really not many trainers that... Whoa, what is happening here? Ugh, I should have guessed you showed up. See for yourself what the fanatics of Team Magma are up to. They're trying to inject the stolen meteorite's power into the volcano. Doing something like that will cause the volcano's eruption. Man's just taking a 1v3. Meteorite's pack amazing power. That annoying Team Aqua. They always mess with our plans. You better not mess with us. We're trying to awaken that thing for the benefit of everyone. Thing, huh? Talking about the volcano? We're Team Magma. They're Team Aqua. It totally annoys me that they'd use a name like ours. We're Team Aqua. They're Team Magma. It burns me up that they such use a confusing name. I mean, both the names make sense. Oh, hey. Darn. Team Magma outnumbers us. We can't keep up with them. Yeah, douse them in fire. Right. Kind of cool that we're at the top of a volcano. So we do have some trainers to go and fight here. Yeah, I guess this combo still works. That's fine. Well, we of Team Magma are working hard for everyone's sake. Like, if that thing's power made more land, there'd be more places to live. Everyone would be happy. If there were more land, I'd be able to get a big house of my own. I'm going to build it on hardened lava. That would sound terrifying. So we're getting more Team Magma grunts. We really haven't fought any. I mean, well, that's not true. We fought a couple of them, but not very many up to this point. Now we're gonna start seeing a bunch more of these weirdos. So I'm gonna go water gun the Nummel. I'm hoping that the Zubat can take a lot of damage and just get OHKO'd that way. There goes the Nummel. I am not scared about that. 187, 187, and Ember. That knocks one person out of the fight, and you suck. Oh, I love Supersonic. I wish I knew how many Pokemon they had left, but that won't be a commodity. We won't see that commodity until next generation. It is kind of weird the order I played the games in, because what's it? I mean, I guess with all of the Pokemon games I've done at this point, I started with Gen 8? Yeah, Gen 8. Because of Brilliant Diamond. And then I did Gen 9 with Scarlet. Then I went to Gen 4, which was actually a Gen 2 remake. And now I'm back to Gen 3 proper. It's really weird how I chose things, but I digress. The only thing I regret with those older... Well, I think I did okay with Scarlet. I really wish I did better on Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Granted, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl weren't exactly the greatest of games, but even still, I mean, I guess we all start somewhere. I just have to remember that, you know, it may suck at the very beginning, but I digress. Oh, I forgot that this is actually a boss fight. Yeah, this is the admin. Completely just whiffed through my head. That Nummel had Growl, Tackle, and Ember, oblivious for its ability. Was a ground fire type. It's a Nummel. Thankfully, most of his Pokemon are pretty not anything. I just have notes here for what his team has just because I do. This Poochyena, pure dark type with the moves Howl, Sand Attack, Bite, and Odor Sleuth, has a runaway for its ability. I'm just gonna water gun. Actually, yeah, no, because you're a special. Yeah, you're a special attacker, so water gun would do more, I would think. Oh god. We will be getting a better water type move for Nebula in the future, just not right now. Actually, it won't be too much longer. There goes Poochyena. And we get a level up to level 28. And next up is Zubat. I am gonna go to Zenith on that. And I just remember that Nebula has Shockwave. I always forget that Pelipper is good. I love Pelipper. I love that I can learn Shockwave. I just always forget that it has it. Alright, let's do Spark. So Zubat, poison flying type with the ability of inner focus, has a move supersonic, astonish, bite, and wing attack. And there's the last Numble. He has 2 Numbles. Screw it, Numble on Numble action. That sounds really weird. Never mind. Think before you say, damn it. So this last Numble, which I guess is his ace at this point, fire ground type with the moves Growl, Tackle, Ember, and Magnitude, oblivious for its ability. It's a little bit more dangerous compared to this first Numble, because the other one didn't have Magnitude, but we have a better Numble. So many Numbles. Numble. And level 28. Not too bad. Alright, at the top is somebody quite dangerous. I recommend having a fighting type out. Or a special attacker, I should say, as well. Let's go confront Maxie of Team Magma. The power contained in the meteorite. I am not using that voice because it sounds so stupid in the anime. By amplifying its power with the machine, Mount Chimney's volcanic activity will instantly intensify. Its energy will grow deep inside the crater and... Who are you? I heard Archie bemoaning a child who's been meddling in Team Aqua's affairs. It must be you he meant. So you're thinking of interfering with us, Team Magma? Now you listen. Long ago, living things used to use the land to live and grow. That is why land is all important. It is the cradle of all. That is why Team Magma is dedicated to the expansion of the landmass. It is for further advancement of humankind and Pokémon. And for that, we need the power of what sleeps within this mountain. No, there was no need for you to learn that much. But no matter. I'll teach you the consequences of meddling with our grand design. An actual boss theme here. And a pretty cool one, too. Maxie leads with a level 24 Mighty Yenna, pure dark type with the moves Sand Attack, Bite, Odor Sleuth, and Roar. Has the ability of Intimidate. It likes to try to be annoying with Sand Attack, but a good smack with a fighting type move should knock it out. Let's do Fake Out. Get some chip damage in. That was a crit. Oh my god. Alright, and then Arm Thrust. Oh god, you're going to be annoying. Like I said, it likes to lower your accuracy to make you miss all the time, and there's the miss. That's just... oh god, you suck. It also likes to try to get flinches through Bite. But otherwise, a good smack with some fighting moves should take it out pretty easily. 1 down, 2 to go, I think. Next up is Zubat. Interesting. Alright, let's go to Zenith. Yep, he only has 3. Second off is the Zubat, poison flying type with the moves Supersonic, Astonish, Bite, and Wing Attack. Inner focus for its ability. It's going down in 1 hit. If you have an electric type or a rock type, you should have no problems. And the last Pokemon is a Camerupt. We haven't seen this thing before. I'm going to Nebula on this. This is such an illegal Pokemon that he has. His ace is a level 25 Camerupt. Fire ground type with moves Tackle, Ember, Magnitude, and Focus Energy. Has the ability of Magma Armor. Why and how does he have a Camerupt? Numble is what is... or was it? Camerupt is what Numble will turn into evolution-wise. How the hell do you have this? We have a Numble higher level than you, buddy. We love illegal Pokemon. You have Super Potions. That's fine, because you're gonna die anyways. See you later, nerd. See you later, Team Stinky. Pretty easy fight. What? Maxie was caught off guard? But enough. I will back off this time. But don't think that this is the last you've seen of Team Magma. Foo. Even without the meteorite, if we obtain that orb. Foo. Nyman, thank you. With your help, we thwarted Team Magma's destructive plan. But you, whose side are you on? Nah, it doesn't matter. We will remain vigilant and keep up our pursuit of Team Magma. Nyman, we shall meet again. Seems like a nice guy. The meteorite is fitted in a mysterious thing. Will you? Yes, let's remove it. Easy enough. Makes no response. That's it of Mount Chimney. There's really nothing here. Everybody's cleared out and everything, so that works out pretty good for us, actually. Now, something I do want to check once we start heading out of here. Yeah, Granny. This Granny is awesome. Lava cookies are Mount Chimney's local specialty. Try one, it's just $200. Thank you, dear. These things are one of the best healing items in the game. These are basically full heals at the quarter of a cost. I am taking a ton of them, Granny. Now, the bad thing is you do have to spam through a bunch of text just to get one lava cookie, but still, if you grab a bunch here, you will save a lot of money in the long run from full heals. I can't speak because I'm so excited about it. Feels freaking nice, man. I'll buy one more. And also, how did you get... I mean, I know there's the cable car, but seriously, how'd you get here? So, we do have Jagged Pass. Before going in there, though, I want to see... No. Okay, so... They come later. Okay. In a little bit, there will be trainers up here if you want to go and fight them, but for right now, they are not here. So we now have Jagged Pass, which I can stick with. Oh, wait, I saw Zigzagoon had an item for us. Next attack. That sucks. No, I wanted to fight that. All right, I'll fight him later. We'll skip him for now. So, if you have the acrobike, you can actually hop up these little stones if you so wish. You can do that if you want. What? What are you doing here? What am I doing in a place like this? What business is it of yours? I forgot, you fight him here. Okay, well, I guess we're getting into a Team Magma fight real quick before we get into new encounters, because there's one new encounter, but we'll talk about it in a second. Sup, Puchiana, this fight is not important whatsoever. I am just going to fake out. Seriously, fake out on a freaking Hariyama is so stupid. I love it. Added with the Quick Claw, which procs way too often. Like, seriously, we've had this thing proc a lot. I love it. And another Numble. I'll just stick with Orion. Everything else is kind of awkward to deal with. As for the Numble, Vital Throw. Magnitude 5. That's fine. We have so much HP as well. That's why I love Hariyama. The team here wasn't meant to be just one of those teams that, yeah, it's the opposite of what everybody would ever use, because nobody ever uses Hariyama or Pelipper. It's not that at all. Otherwise, I wouldn't have used Manectric. But I digress. This team's working out pretty freaking good. So, as we're exploring more of this place, there is one new encounter that we can go and find, and that is Spoink. Why? It's a pure psychic type that turns into a special attacker and special defender. It can be interesting thanks to the stab psychic and a pretty decent coverage of TMs via shockwave and such. However, it's extremely limited and is meant to be annoying via thief and toxic. This is furthered by its ability of thick fat, making it tankier to fire and ice type attacks. Besides that, its attack stat is garbage, and it just doesn't do much else besides use Psychic or Shockwave when it comes to offensive capabilities. It's not terrible, but there are far better Psychic types out there, and those that we've seen, such as Ralt and Abra. That's pretty much all the new encounters of this place. Yeah, there's really nothing here. I mean, there's some other Pokemon in here, but just nothing else new. Got ourselves a Swablu here. I really like Swablu. I'm sorry. I really like Altaria, too. And Swablu is another Pokemon I consider to put on the team, but I just decided against it. You'll see why in the later bit. Because you're probably wondering, oh god, with that at this rate, you have nothing that can deal with freaking dragon types, and that will be an issue. But there's something that will counteract it a little bit. You'll see in the future. So we got a couple trainers here. Yeah, we'll put Zenith and Nova in. Try to get them to level 28. I do especially want to level on Nova because things we're going to be fighting off in the future are not going to be exactly the easiest thing to take down with a grass type. That took forever because one of them had a Magnemite that paralyzed Zenith. It's fine. I'll just put Nova in the lead. I don't think there's any more double trainers out here. You do have you, though. I'm not going to be going crazy about Jagged Pass right now because we will be able to come back here later. We will be making a return trip to this place, so that's why I'm not too worried about grabbing every single little thing right now. Plus, I do want to come back here with the Acro Bike, which right now we still have the Mach Bike, so it's just not really worth it to go crazy about items here right now. And I kind of regret choosing Bullet Seed here, unless we get all 5. Wow. What is it with Bullet Seed just proving me wrong about it being not a good move? It is actually great. It's been great so far. Talo. That thing can probably be dangerous at this point. I'm gonna go with Nebula. Nebula is probably the safest option besides Zenith. I just don't want to deal with the paralysis because I know I'm gonna be slower. We love electric types being able to get paralyzed, and fire types to be burned, and poison types to be poisoned. Makes a lot of sense in this generation. Seriously, it took them forever to get rid of that. I think it was Gen 6 when they got rid of that, which was so stupid. With that done, though, bumpiness. Sure. Camper Ethan. We can get out of Jagged Pass and into Route 112. I definitely want to fight you. I think you are. Oh, no, you're not. I'd like to go to Mauville, but if I went down these ledges, it'd be no easy matter to get back to Lavaridge. Yeah, don't go down those ledges. You will be making a long trip back up here if you're doing that. But right here is Lavaridge. Oh, pretty nice. Get this theme again. So, it works out pretty good. Lavaridge is literally just right at the end of, well, Jagged Pass. It's awesome. Thank you for waiting, good sir. Now there is something I want to go and do, and that is deposit a Pokemon. I want to put away our Zigzagoon for right now. We're not going to need it for right now. Trust me, we're fine. So we got a lot of people to go and talk to. Oh, you like the hot springs, do you? That's surprising for one as young as you. Is it? Being buried in this hot sand is, so warm and heavenly. Ouch! Pokemon nipped my backside. Poor guy. I have here an egg. I hope to hatch it by covering it in the hot sand by the hot springs, but that doesn't seem to be enough. I've heard it'd be best if it were kept together with Pokemon and carried about. You are a trainer, yes, and your Pokemon radiate vitally. So, what say you? Would you take this egg to hatch? Good, I hope you lock plenty air with this egg. Interesting egg, huh? Every so often an egg will be found at the Pokemon daycare. Or at least, that's how the rumor goes. Yeah, so, we do have ourselves an egg, which I think it will take some time. I'll go into this once it hatches. It'll be a little surprise. I bathe in the hot springs every day. I want to become a beautiful and strong gym leader like Flannery. Interesting. What do you guys say? I think Pokemon get closer to their trainers if they spend time together. The longer the better, that's what I think. Makes sense. It's sort of magical how just sitting in a hot spring pool can invigorate. I wish I could let my Pokemon soak too. Let them out through their balls then, man! What the crap's wrong with you? Oh, hey kid! You can reach the hot springs from here. If Pokemon are getting rest, so too should their trainers. Yeah, so we have this little special exit going right out here. We draw as much hot water as needed, and yet the hot springs never dry. Isn't it magical? These hot springs appear near active volcanoes. Veins of water under the ground are heated by magma to well up as hot springs. If I do remember right, I think there's an ice heal, which is ironic. They're claiming that these hot springs are good for calming nervous tension, relieving ailing muscles, solving romantic problems, and attracting money. It is a lucrative business. If people put Pokemon in hot springs, it might be seriously strange. Why, it might even be an electric bath or a bubble bath, or even a lava bath. That's fair, don't bring a freaking Slugma to the pool. That would probably be weird, or a muck for that matter. Not like that one guy's pond in Gen 2. Or actually Gen 1 and 2, never mind. I was trying to get a better look at, oh, wait. Hey, we can bury ourselves, that's cool. I was trying to get a better look at the old man up there, because I don't think he's, oh yeah, no, he is fully rendered in, never mind. You could just only see his bottom sides. It was weird. In here, oh, this is actually the shop. This shop's interesting. You've come to take a look at herbal medicine in Lavaridge. That's rather commendable. I like you. Take this. Charcoal. That I probably want more on Soul later on. That will up the power of fire-type moves. I believe by 10%. Herbal medicine works impressively well, but your Pokemon will dislike you for it. It must be horribly bitter. Yeah, so by the sounds, the herb shop has all these different herbs. They are cheaper than the normal items you would get in Pokemarts. However, they can kind of screw you over when it comes to happiness if you're relying on happiness evolutions or stuff like return. What I will say, however, is revival herbs are the best item in the game. These are essentially max revives. And I am buying... How many can I buy? Only 25. Alright, I'm going to buy 5 of them. Yes, your Pokemon's happiness will go down if you use them, but here's the thing. We're not using anything that requires happiness, therefore I don't care. So... One last house. My wife's warming an egg in the hot springs. That is what she told me. She left 2 Pokemon in the daycare, and they discovered that egg. That daycare's way away from here, buddy. Ah, young one. I am also a young one, but I mimic the styles and speech of the elderly folks of this town. What do you say, young one? Would you agree if I were to offer to teach the move? Okay, yeah, no, Mimic. Mimic just reflects the same move back at the opponent. They just copy the move and sends it right back at them. It's not helpful. Honestly, I'm not a fan of it. Well, made our way on over to Lavaridge Town and solve the problem at the top of Mount Chimney in the process as well. So, I think next time on Pokemon Emerald, we're going to be heading... Actually, wait, did I go to the Pokemart here? Oh, no, I did not. Use XP to add to a Pokemon speed to be first in strike. I don't care. Oh, Mount Chimney's Peak. On Mount, yeah, there's a local specialty. That's the problem. Cookies, okay. Now I can end the episode, so... Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we'll be taking on the Lavaridge Gym. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.